All right, everybody, welcome back to our quote-unquote career mode. We're taking a look at Totem here in the Gallop Stallion. Long spurt carried forward, toughness carried forward. Maybe a good breeding horse for a turf down the line. We could cross here with Goodbye Gem to create an even more powerful turf horse. Allegedly. Look at that! A colt, 5 stars for smart, power, calm, and vigor. Alright, let's register this horse. Goodbye Gem and Totem makes me think of a gem associated to Native Americans, and that would be, what's that, turquoise? So we'll call this horse Desert Stone because that's what turquoise reminds me of. Alright, let's check this horse out. We're an A rating. It's got the same interval and 5 more abilities. Goodness gracious. 5 abilities. That's insane. Our second 5 ability horse. Let's go into the theme park. And we're going to save before we race this time. That's how good this horse is. Let's see what we can do here today at the horse track. By the way, thank you if you've watched and liked, and just watching is good enough, I guess. But appreciate likes and comments, even if it's just to say I like or dislike what you're doing here. Much appreciated. I know this is a super old game. Expecting people to watch this kind of nuts. Please stop sending me messages, Kroger. You're going out of business. All right. We are here in the title collection. Let's go over to My Horse and scroll down. 17,600. The same amount as Totem to race Desert Stone. 5 abilities. One of those is probably the one where you get going down the stretch. But I really have to win some more races here to help unlock other stuff. I gotta unlock the special races. So we're gonna try to win the Triple Crown with this horse. Or whatever it's called. Clearly we are meant to destroy turf. Sunny, fast, and firm. 6 furlongs in Philadelphia. We're going to bet the exacta here. And we should win this pretty easily. Should, quote unquote, win this pretty easily.
The horses are in the gate.
All right, on the inside turf course. Man, I was just watching horse racing from Monmouth Park.
Away they go.
All right, that was an okay start. It's only 6 furlongs. You don't need a great start. You do, however, need to keep from overheating. These guys are already coming over to try to cut me off. I'm going to have to barge my way through. And then in this game, you can't do that. You can't force your way in between other horses. All right. I gotta hope a spot opens up here. We're gonna try slipping right through here. And he crossed in front of me and gave me the opening. Boy, that was fucking dumb. Thanks, number 4. And we're not pulling away with it, but remember, this is just an A-rated horse right now, so I'm not expecting this horse to blow anyone's doors off. I just needed to win the race, and the horse won the race. So we'll take that. All right, some superstars thrown in there. We did not hit our bet. Sorry, I'm trying to stay hydrated if you hear the sounds of me drinking. I've got the old standby here, Arizona green tea in the can. Gotta love how Arizona didn't start upcharging everybody during the pandemic. That was pretty solid of them. All right, we're gonna go for the Dahlia Stakes in Philadelphia. Should be 7 on the turf. And it's rainy, muddy, and yielding, I think. I think that's what M and Y stands for in this context. We are going to place our bets. Maybe this horse is pretty good in mud, I think. Not great. We are favored by less than we were before, or more. I mean, our odds were worse.
The horses are in
All
the
right.
gate.
You can see the rain in the air there. The precipitation. And this track has rough, I can tell you right now. Maybe we should
And
ride in the
away they
rough,
go.
see if we have rough track,
That was a
okay.
great start.
All right, we had a great start. As we cross over there. And we're just hanging off the lead. This isn't a front running horse, so right here's pretty much right where we want to be. We're not going to get the revolutions, so we can afford to dial it back a little bit. I'll ride in the rough for a little bit, see if I can unlock that, and I can't. So it's probably not rough track, okay. Anyway, getting down towards the end, we're about to whip here.
2 furlongs to go.
And first
Adrenaline
special ability
really
unlocked
flowing.
is Strong Heart. Number 6 is kind of creeping up here. Am I going to re-whip? Nope. I'm just going to hold on for the win. All right. Another good win for our horse.
We have a winner.
Good looking horse. What can I say? All right. Bunch of SS's. We unlocked the Strong Heart special ability. I'm starting to separate the game audio and turn it down a little bit, so hopefully that's working. Let me know in the comments if it's not working. Looks like we're just going to be a turf only in terms of what we like. I think we're going to have solid triangles for everything else. That's okay. We're going to go up to Boston at a track we now know is no longer open. For the Cosmos Stakes, 9 furlongs. It says sunny, but also MY, which I am interpreting to mean muddy and yielding. So maybe it rained earlier. Either way, we're only average at this kind of turf, so don't be surprised if we don't run away with it.
The horses are in the gate.
Sorry, I had to crack my knuckles. All right, really nice start.
And they're off. That was a great start.
As my phone chimes away, we're going to cut over and cut everybody off. We find that Boston has a rough track here at Suffolk Downs. So we're going to get out of the rough. It didn't trigger anything.
Looking good.
Maybe, oh, here's our other special ability, Likes Pack. So maybe we got last corner leader or free as the other one of those because it's not rough track, okay, unfortunately. We are way behind in this one. We might not win
Midway
this.
down the back stretch.
It is going to be tough to get past all of these horses. I need to speed up. And the problem is the more I speed up, the more everybody starts pushing over. All right, we're speeding up. We are slowly gaining ground. We'll go into the rough and hit the whip.
2 furlongs
And
to
we
go.
breeze right up to the front. And I think we're going to be able to hold on
Burst of speed.
without any other use of the whip today. All right, another victory.
We have a winner.
All right, we won by 6 lengths. Some more SS's, another innate ability unlocked. All right, we are now an S level rated horse, up from A. As you can see, we still have 3 abilities yet to unlock, and only one of our things even has a number on it. But at least it's in the 70s. What are we going to do here? Young Crown Cup. We'll skip to that and do that race, even though it's a little bit shorter than the ideal distance. That's fine. You guys know I routinely cut down in distance all the time with no real ill effects, as opposed to going up, which you can just run out of energy, and so I don't like to do that to race long if I can avoid it. With this horse we might have to, though, to get the races unlocked that we want to get unlocked. All right, the Young Crown Cup here in Miami, Gulfstream Park on the outer turf. I don't even know if that's what the Gulfstream Park track looks like.
The horses are on the track.
Sunny, fast, and firm. And I don't think there's a rough here. Oh, we got an awesome start.
And away they go.
Off like a shot
That was a great
along with
start.
2 or 3 other horses. We're going to immediately start trying to move over. And we'll let them pass us or whatever. I think we're just going to try to keep our head in front here of the horses to the outside of us. All right, controller got a little sticky there and ran away with my horse. Maybe I should take those controllers apart and clean them. They're only 20 years old. Although I did buy like a new old
this is
stock
where the race is won.
PlayStation 2 when I bought this one. So the controller hasn't been used for 20 straight years. It's probably been used for about 10 years. I got lucky and found a new old stock PlayStation 2 Slim. So, all right. It is getting towards the end of the race. We're going to edge ahead of the number 1. And nobody else is really challenging us on our way to victory. All right, too much horse. That's all there is to that in the Young Crown Cup. 3.5 lengths. Couple SS's there. Again, we don't hit any bets. A little disappointing. All right. Speed 88, staying 86, stamina 77. So I'm imagining once that speed hits 90, we will become a superstar level horse. All right, take a look at the races out there. This interval, the racing interval, isn't as great as I'd hoped it would be. We'll enter the Superior Stakes up there at Woodbine. Boy, I really hope I'm remembering these track names correctly. All right, we are the favorite. Cloudy, muddy, and yielding 10 furlongs on the turf. Let's see what we can get into here.
The horses are in
All
the
right,
gate.
the Tri-Oval. Powerfully Mars is the track record holder. Another perfect start. Too bad I don't have a front-running
And
horse.
they're off. That was a
I would be
great
totally
start.
benefiting. I just said, screw it, let's speed up and go to the front. That didn't really work out. I'm probably going to get an inquiry for blocking right there. Man, if I had a front-running horse, I could just go right to my preferred position and stay there. Alright, we're going to work our way to the outside here at the back of the pack. There's a huge gap between us and the 14 horse. And we're starting to edge our way up around the field. Still running in the blue. It looks like my horse, based on a little graphic in there in blue, is not exerting itself at all, and that's how I like to run. Although admittedly I prefer being in the green. But, if the choices are blue and not looking like the horse is exerting itself, or green and the horse is exerting itself, I'll take the blue. Alright, 3.5 furlongs left. We are not going to get any kind of revolutions. Going to start moving out. We're now in the green. We're going to go to the whip. Right to the front. Alright, maybe not right to the front. We're nose in front. Oh my god, I need to re-whip. Alright, got a little bit of breathing room over the 12, and that's going to be all we need to win. Had me worried there for a minute.
We have a winner!
Alright, 1 3/4 length. We got one SS in there. We finally hit a bet. That did not pay very well at all. Alright, we are the 2-year-old colt of the year for the normal racing type. Based on one grade 1 win. Alright, so let's start looking at some of the stuff that we haven't gotten in the past. Desert Prince Road. That's one we need to do. Alright, Azalea Cup is on there. Washington DC Triple is out there. So we need to race in the Azalea Cup next. And need another race in between there, I think. Oh, I guess not. We're just going to go straight to the Azalea Cup. Alright, if we lose any of these races, it's going to be very disappointing. We are the odds-on favorite. And we're back in Miami, fast and firm on the turf. Alright. Yeah, I think once we unlock this, once we get this horse title, I think we'll be doing alright. Because we'll also get G1 Hunter in theory on the way to getting the Prince Road or whatever it is. Alright. At least one really long shot in this race.
The horses are on the track.
Good, not great start.
And they're off.
And again, I'm reminding myself I think there's rough on this track. Yep, it's so astonishing to me that they've never put out a modern version of this game for console. Or that no one has, really. Alright, we are just behind the leaders. We're going to move inside and save a little bit of ground. But we're going to get back out of the rough. It's the EA Sports effect, that's all I can say. EA Sports has spoiled everyone. Well, for all those years thinking you were going to have every single baseball stadium, football stadium scanned into the game. I've been playing MLB The Show, and it's so disappointing. The minor league stadiums are all the same. They just change like the facade. EA Sports would never do that to us. Alright, we trigger Strong Heart coming down the stretch. We are all alone, and we're going to cruise to victory here in the Azalea Cup, totally unchallenged with tons of energy left over.
We have a winner!
All right. We are well on our way. And I think we got another bet there. We did. About 12K. All right, we are superstar level horse. Speed is predicted is over 90 to 91. Oh, the distance is so short, just 9 to 13. Very disappointing that we didn't get a longer distance. All right, Young Mile Cup, we're going to enter that. And then I think my next race is going to be on the 4th week of May. We are the favorite. Sunny, fast, and firm, 8 furlongs on the turf in DC. I suppose this is probably Pimlico. Maybe if somebody paid EA Sports, they would make a horse racing game. If you're watching this and you're a multimillionaire, maybe you can bribe EA Sports into making one. All right, there's the field.
The horses are on the track.
Good, not great start.
And away they go.
All right, can we move over? Can we get the rail? That's the big question. Look at all these horses coming over. Oh, we're overheating. Cool down, slow down, horse. Slow down. Oh my God, look at the green meter getting eaten up.
Looking
Good grief. All right, thankfully lights pack triggered, although I'm not going to get any more green out of it. We're going to move over here and try to get to the rail. Fast pace,
They're in the home
at least
stretch.
according to the game. We are going to go to the whip here, and we trigger strong heart and pull away immediately, and no one is going to challenge us again for our third straight grade 1 victory in the Young Mile Cup.
We have a winner.
You've reached the horse title race. Yes, the Spring Triple Crown is within our grasp. 7-length victory, 3 SS's, and we won a little bit more money. And let's go back to the barn and see what else we can find out about our horse. Nothing really. All right, Washington Derby. So get us that Spring Triple Crown. And we are the favorite. Let's get that exact in. "12 furlongs on the turf, rainy, soft, and sloppy." Oh boy, look at the fog in the air. Hey, look, Totem has the track record. Wonder if we can beat it. All right, a couple of really long shots in
The
there.
horses are on the track.
Good, not great start.
Go.
And Morty's starting to try to move over. Yep, that guy's going too fast. A little ran into him. I think we're going to stay on the outside. I don't think there's... I'm just going to stay the outside. I don't think going inside would have made a good choice there. All right, we're overheating already. I don't like that. We're also moving up around the outside of the pack. And we still have quite a bit of rest of the race to go. Overheating again. Look at, there's nothing to my green meter. Thankful it's still letting me build it up. We went into the yellow again. Good grief. All right. Wow, I'm surprised it let me build my green meter back up. Yeah, see, when I went from the green to the blue, the horse looked like it was running as hard as it could in the green. And now it looks like it's not running at all. In terms of the icon there in the little circle. Alright, this is the level of green we want to be at. Comfortable, but not running our ass off. Alright, to the whip we go. That wasn't the response I had hoped for. But that being said, we are slowly pulling away from everybody. And we're going to cruise to victory here. And that should be our first horse title. The Spring Triple Crown.
We have a winner! Yes!
And we unlocked the Triple Crown, the Washington, D.C. Triple, and the All-Rounder. All right. Response 91, Feel 62, Courage 88. All right. We tried the Spring Mile Cup. I guess we're just going to go for it. All right. Spring Mile Cup, here we come. I don't even know if I need that or not. We're on the rail. 8 furlongs on the turf. And it's the GG. Yep. All right, we're not as big of a favorite as we have been in some of our other races. All right, there is the field.
The horses are on the track.
I'm so glad we're on the post for this one. Perfect start.
And away they go.
Look at that, off
start.
like a shot, no rough. Beautiful. Oh, there is rough. Bummer. Oh well, we're so far ahead of everybody, who cares? All right, slow down a little bit, horse. And then it goes right to blue. And then the entire field starts catching back up. And then we go into yellow and it starts eating the green meter, and then we go into blue and the whole field starts catching back up. You can see that's very annoying. Boy, they are really starting to come at me now. All right, we're on to the straightaway. We're going to go to the whip at 1.8. There we go. We trigger strong heart. The 8 is hanging with us. I'm using the reins. It's not working. We're going to go back to the whip. We trigger stretch burst and pull away for the win. All right, we needed that. I was hoping that's what that blue ability was. It was.
We have a winner.
We should have won a horse title. Oh no, we reached horse title. G1 Hunter. All right. Stretch, burst, innate ability. All right, that was key. All right, now please let's go look and see what I need for the Prince Road there, because I should have done that and I didn't. Oh, we're in the black. Oh, good grief. All right, there's a look at the current horse card. I can't believe I'm not looking at what the horse title needs. Oh gosh. Why did I enter this race? Don't do it. Don't do it. Are we going to even go look at the horse title? No. I don't know what I'm doing here. This seems very odd that I wouldn't go look at what the horse title needs. Plus, we're way at the end of the year. I must have been playing this when I didn't have any sleep. I guess we're going to go race a dirt race and throw the G100 title into doubt. All right, I must have been insane. For some reason, we're the favorite. This is a dirt track. This horse can't run on dirt, can it? I guess we're going to find out. I don't know what's going on here. All right, we're in Osaka, Japan for 10 furlongs on the dirt surface for the Osaka
The
Derby.
horses are on the track.
Sunny, fast, and firm track conditions. Pretty good start. You've got to get inside to the rail. Oh, move it on over.
Watch out!
Oh, made contact with another horse there. I know there's one right behind me. I can see his ears. Little yellow ears there at the bottom of the screen. Now we're overheating.
Looking good.
All right, Lex pack ability triggered, even though we're not really in the pack. Well, five is trying to push up behind us. Other horses, 7 is pushing up behind us. And we've fallen back from the 3 lead horses. And we've got to speed up a little bit, but we're getting the yellow now. We're burning the green meter. None of that is good. This isn't going right. But somehow we're in the lead. And I guess I'm not going to complain if we can hold on to win this. It doesn't look like anybody's going to come up and challenge. I'm going to pull over here. And we do somehow manage to win that. That was the most uneasy win I've ever had with this horse.
We have a winner.
Of course, there's an inquiry.
Yes. Horse
Yep.
title earned.
All right. G1 Hunter and All Rounder are horse titles we have now earned. And we stay up on top of the board. No complaints here. All right, look at all those red numbers, folks. Fierce, tenacity, courage, response, speed, and staying are all in the red. Only feel is in the blue. Am I going to look at the horse titles, or am I just going to pick another race? Yeah, let's look at some horse titles. All right, to get the Triple Crown, we need the Prince Cup. To get the DC Triple, we need the King Cup Autumn. I think that's a 15 furlong race. I didn't bother looking at the Prince Road or whatever. It is a 15 furlong race. We're going to race it anyway. I guess we are. We're going to throw caution to the wind. Prince Cup, 15 furlongs on the turf. Can we stretch it out? We are that much of a favorite. That's amazing. All right, we're going to hit our 12-11 exacta for 900. 7.8 to 1. Track surface is good. And the autumn leaves are falling in San Francisco for the Prince Cup. We talked about this track last time. How it just closed down last year. All right, perfect start.
Go! That was a great start.
I'm desperately trying to get over. Oh, it almost... We couldn't get by that one horse right there. I don't think there's a rough here. We're going to go straight to the rail. You want to let me save all that ground? I will. Thank you very much. Please slow down, horse. Please slow down.
Hey, what are you doing?
I think I have something caught in the back of my throat.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right, we're still in the yellow. Good grief, slow down. Sometimes if you don't slow the horse down right away, it will run away. And I think we were close to letting that happen. So I've really got to monitor that from now on. I don't think I have a lot of wiggle room left. Especially in a race where we're running 2 furlongs longer than we're supposed to. And by slowing down, we went to the back. So thankfully, nobody else is moving over to the rail. So we're still going to be able to save the ground. And in theory, have an unimpeded run to the finish line. All right, starting to creep back up. The green meter rebuilding itself. If we get to this point right here with the green meter, I feel pretty good about how much green we have left. I don't need the full thing, I don't think. Generally speaking.
They're midway down the back stretch.
So I'm happy where the green meter is at. We're not going to get the revolutions, obviously. And again, they're starting to pull away a little bit. I've got to speed up without going into the yellow. Oh, this is iffy. I got to go to the whip right now. Go to the whip. Oh, I got stuck on that horse. I had to slow up. Can we pull this out? Can we trigger the special?
An amazing
We don't need
burst of
it.
speed.
We don't need it. Cruising to victory. Beautiful.
We have a winner.
All right.
Horse title earned.
We got the Triple Crown. We unlocked the Prince Road and the Triple and Eighth. So the Prince Road is my priority here. So I know there's another race we could do right after this one, but we're probably not going to do it. Because I want to unlock that Prince Road to get more horse titles opened up. All right, let's go look at that. Prince Road We need the Winter GP. And we just need 8 grade 1 wins for that. The DC triple, we need the King Cup Autumn. All right, we're doing it. We're going to go for it. We're not going to have a lot of energy for that next race, I can tell you that much. All right, King Cup Autumn, we are barely the favorite, but we're still the favorite. Back to DC, 10 furlongs on the turf, fast and firm. And we're going to get our bet in here. And we just need to run our race. And we'll be fine. All right. Track record holder is War Drum. A couple really long shots in there. 165 to 1, 130 to 1. Almost a perfect start.
And they're off.
Oh, horse went wild out of the gate. That's not the end of the world. It's going to allow us to move over and get to the rail, although we went to the very back of everybody. I can make that up. This is a longer race, so I'm not too worried about that. Not right now, anyway. I am worried about overheating, though. All right, we're in a comfortable position. If I could just stop the horse from overheating. Good grief. All right, well, that was not ideal. We were in the yellow for way longer than I wanted to be. And it looks like our green meter is not rebuilding itself.
5 furlongs to go.
So this is all not good. Oh, I don't like this. We're starting to fall back even more. All right, to the whip, to the whip. Oh, the number 4. Number 4 took off. Oh, we are not going to win this. All right, I need my special ability. It's not going to be enough. Nope. We're going to have to retry that race.
My goodness.
My horse did not like me whipping it so much. All right, unfortunately, we have to invoke the retry rule. I just did not run the best race there, that's all. A little disappointing, not gonna lie.
The horses are on the track.
All right. This start wasn't as good. Right to the rail with no resistance. All right, we're moving back up. I want to slow down, get out of the yellow. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Good God, horse. Still building up the green meter a little bit.
5 furlongs to go.
Yeah, we didn't get a full rebuild of the green meter, but we got enough back, I think. Depending on how close we can stay to the front here at the end before we have to go to the whip.
They're in the home stretch.
All right, to the whip we go, straight to the front.
2 furlongs to go.
The 4 and the 9 go with us. The 9 looks like he's creeping up on me from the outside. We'll whip again and pull a nose in front. And we were
Look out,
going
they're
to win.
coming up from behind.
All right, thank goodness. Not the best race by any stretch of the imagination.
We have a winner. Yes, horse title.
All right,
earned.
we got the Washington, D.C. triple and the triple and eighth. Horses in the gray energy-wise. Look at all the red, folks. This is what you want to see. Sustained growth curve. And based on the career arc, it looks like it's going to be sustained for a good period of time. I think the Continental Cup is what we need to unlock the last horse title. Am I going to look? Yes, let's go look. All right, to get the Prince Road, we need the Winter GP, pardon me. So let's go get the Winter GP. Be interesting to see how much energy I have left for the Winter GP. All right, we'll be in the blue. Awesome. All right, we are the favorite. If we win this, I'll be pretty confident and say, I think this is the first really good horse that I've gotten in this game, breeding-wise, in this playthrough anyway. I think this horse is heads above the other horses we've bred. And it matters that it's the third generation, I think. So basically you breed a horse from two game horses, breed that horse to another game horse, and then maybe breed two horses you bred together. That's what you'll get the really good horses out of. All right, really good start. This track does have rough, so we're going to try to stay out of it. All the speed fell off. That's okay. Right now, I feel as confident in this horse as I have in any horse that I've owned. All those abilities are red. We've got a lot of innate abilities, a couple we haven't even unlocked yet. So I'm not worried about our positioning as much in this race because of all those factors. All right, we got the blue Mobius strip circle. Still lots of race left to go. Boy, some of those horses are in the rear. Good grief. All right, slowly moving up around the outside. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh my God, look at my green meter, just went kaput, it evaporated. That is not good. Oh, we collided with other horses, fantastic. All right, we go to the whip. Maybe I whipped the horse next to me when that happened. We've got a nose in front. We trigger grit. A special ability that we did not have before, an innate ability, and we cruise to victory. And so that should be our fourth special ability unlocked. Prince Road horse title is earned. That should unlock a whole bunch of races and maybe a new horse package in the game. All right, we didn't win any money. I'm anticipating Horse of the Year 10K gold. All right, Horse of the Year, best sprinter or miler, best 2-year-old colt. We got 9,000 G's instead of 10 that I predicted. All right, there is all the numbers. We're basically just below our peak of ability. Everything but that last special ability, which at this point I don't think we really need it. What else can I do here? Older triple spring. I think one of those races, the King Cup Spring, might be a 16 furlong race. So I don't know about that. Grand Slam, again, the King Cup Spring is a 16 furlong race. And I think I declined to race in that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to do here. I can't get that. Those are filly. That's a filly. GP Hunter, if the spring one is a 16, I can't do that. Speed Star, I might be able to do that. Desert Prince, that's all dirt tracks. Older triple spring again, the Spring Cup. King Cup Spring, I mean. So we're going to go for the Speed Star title next. All right. I guess we could do the February stakes if we're really bored. All right, we're going to race in the Royal Cup. A race I enjoy using to bully other horses because basically we don't have any business being in this race, but because we're super talented, we can get away with it. Oh. By the way, I just wanted to mention, I almost forgot, this should be airing on the 5th of July, so I hope everybody had a safe 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Please don't blow your hand off with fireworks. But yeah, good times. Happy birthday, America. All right, there's a look at the field for the Royal Cup. 6 furlongs on the turf, cloudy, and a good track surface. Almost a perfect start.
And away they go.
Am I going to try to get over? Can I get over without impeding the 13 who's crawling up my behind? Yes, we can get over in front. I'm trying to slow down. Oh, we got the red circle. Colliding with other horses. We are not going to get the revolutions. Oh my God, this is terrible. We're all boxed in here.
Furlongs to go.
Got to get some open track. Another collision. We are going to have to replay this. This is terrible. My horse is falling back. That did nothing.
Finish.
We got beat up in that race. That just shows you, if you don't have a clear path to the finish, doesn't matter how good your horse is. It really doesn't. We're going to retry that. I was not happy with that at all. We just got beat up. Too many collisions. All right, there's the field again.
The horses are on the track.
Perfect start this time. Maybe that's what we need to get in front and get over.
That was a great start.
We're going to get past that 13. And look how far to the back we go. Good grief. Maybe I should get to the rail. This does not look appetizing. This looks even worse. All right, we're going to the rail. I see a little avenue up there ahead of us, so we're going to go to the whip. We're going to go right by the outside of this horse and back to the whip, and that should put us in front. And we will not need stretch burst as we get the victory. Sometimes the path opens right up for you.
We have a winner.
All right, horse title.
You've reached the horse title
Super
race.
all-rounder. I think we need a shorter dirt win for that. And we can do that after the Speed Star, I guess. It should be in time for the JWC. All right. So we got to do Spring Mile Cup, Sprinters Cup. I don't think I could do that King Cup Spring. I think that is too long. Yep, 16 furlongs. We'll try it. I just think it's beyond this horse's reach. Yeah, not a lot of horses in this field. Rainy, muddy, yielding, that's not great either. Maybe if it had been perfect track conditions, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. All right, back to San Francisco for the King Cup Spring. The weather makes sense.
The horses are on the track.
Perfect start.
Go.
This track should have rough,
That
so
was
I
a
need to get
great
away
start.
from that. Does it not have rough? I guess it doesn't. I am not going to complain. Oh God, we went from blue to yellow. Slow down. Good God. And now, totally demoralized, our horse will let every other horse pass it. All right, passing in front of the grandstands for the first time. We are running about fourth. We are in the right place. You can see we got one part of the revolutions correct. So if the next one is a red X, I'll be very happy. And if it's not, we haven't gotten the revolutions yet in this horse, so I'll be totally okay. All right, to the back side of the track here. And speed up a little bit. Horse is running way too fast in that circle. All right, we got the second part of the red revolutions, folks.
They're midway
Now we
down
got a
the
whip
back
at
stretch.
1.8 or 2.4 or maybe 2.2. I'm kind of nervous. Oh my God, we slowed down and everybody else started catching up. Speed up a little bit. Speed up a little bit.
They're in the home stretch.
Oh, we didn't get it.
Adrenaline's really flowing.
Oh, we didn't get it, and we are definitely not going to win.
An
I'm
amazing
doing all I
burst of
can.
speed.
We may finish in the top three. There is the stretch burst. We're going to finish second. I don't know if I'm going to replay this. I don't remember if I replayed it or not. Oh, that was brutal. All right, we're going to retry. I think I waited too long to hit the whip. I should have hit it at 2.4. I thought I was going to get that red revolution. Can't count on the revolutions, folks. You really can't. All
The
right.
horses are on the track.
Perfect start again.
Go! That was a great start.
If I could just stop from running in the yellow. Proactively trying to stay out of the yellow. Stay out of the yellow. I'm proactively trying to run down to stay out of the yellow. Slowing it down. It's not working. And here's the thing. We're still in the front. We're like in the first 5 horses still. All right. Past, I guess that's the chute maybe or something. Past the grandstands for the first time. We are running 5th right now, and we got the red revolution again. And we speed up just a little bit for the middle part. We'll get that second part, the red X, and then the last part's just based on timing. And I use it at 1.8 or 2.4 a lot because that's the positions that I find myself in. I think it's any even number, so 1.8, 1.6. 2.0, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, etc. All right, we're trying to speed up just a little bit to get into the green. Because I think running in the blue gives you blue stuff, running in the green gives you red stuff. So we're running in the blue a lot, and we ended up with the blue X. All right, so we can't count on the revolutions to save us. We've got to win the old-fashioned way with a horse that does not like to run more than 13. And we ran 15 and 1. I'm just not sure this horse can hang for 16, legitimately. And you can see they're starting to catch up. I'm going to move out here to try to avoid a traffic jam of any sort. We're going to go to the whip at 2.2-ish. And I don't think we're going to have enough to catch the horse in front of us. Grit does trigger.
Don't give up now.
And stretch burst triggers, but we are not going to win. Nope. And that's our one replay. Oh, it was beautiful. I don't think we could have ran that race much better. I really don't. I just think this horse doesn't have the stamina for that distance. Clearly. So that was disappointing. So we can throw that King Cup out the window. Spring Mile Cup, I think we can do that. Yeah, so we can't win that because we can't do the King Cup. We already lost it, in fact. And Grand Slam is out because we don't have the distance to do that. So we can get Speed Star, and I'll be happy with that. All right, there it is. Back to DC. And we are the favorite over a horse named Silver Bird. I hope it's a gray horse. I guess we'll find out in the abbreviated post parade. Well, I didn't really pay attention. No, it's not. So it's not a gray horse. The brown horse.
away
How
they
would you
go.
call it silver bird if it's
Oh,
just
where
brown?
are they heading?
All right. Our horse was wild out of the gate. We went to the very back of the pack. I might as well move over to the rail and save some ground. Oh, they've got rough. Fantastic. That's just what I wanted to see. And we are so far behind everybody else. Why am I just running in the rough to run in the rough? Good grief.
Okay, this
All
is
right,
where the
I
race
think
is
we can
won.
say that we're going to have to retry this race. I am so far behind. And my horse is
They're
not
in the home
motivated to run.
stretch.
And I don't think I'm even going to bother
Furlongs to
hitting the
go.
whip. Goodness, we got waffle stomped. Embarrassing.
Finish.
14th. Yikes. It's be like you did nothing correct. Yep, it's true that we ran a dog of a race there. That was the favorite. That's got to be bad. There were people in the grandstands wondering how much of a bribe I took to finish last. Yeah, that was horrible.
The horses are on
Once we fell that far behind, there wasn't a reason for me to whip my horse, you know? Just saying. All right, perfect start.
And away they go. That was a great start.
Gonna move over somewhat aggressively. We do have the red revolution circle. Whoa, that guy came up out of nowhere. Sent my horse into the yellow. Slow down, horse. See, I'm trying to stay in the
Okay,
green
this
so I
is
can
where
get
the
the
race is
middle
won.
red X portion. I got it. All right, we're gonna hit the whip
They're
at
in the home
1.8.
stretch. 2
Now.
furlongs to go.
Oh yeah, baby.
Great. First into
Revolutions
the lead.
unlocked. Strong heart
Now
triggers.
give it all you got. The adrenaline
Does stretch
really
first come
flowing.
trigger? Nope. I mean, we don't need it. Dominating victory. Thank you to the Red Revolutions, aka Hyperspace.
Incredible. No one can match you.
And we set the track record. What a way to redeem ourselves. By the way, I know we're over an hour, like the last video. This one's going to go about an hour and a half. I just wanted to have all of the racing for this horse in one video because it can fit in under 2 hours. So that's what I decided to do. All right, I think we need a short dirt track race. I think I'm going to race the Japanese World Cup short dirt track race. There's the Sprinters Cup. So I guess we'll do this summer GP. Just to do it. Because I need a race and I don't want to race a dirt race. All right. Back to Woodbine, 11 furlongs on the turf, fast and firm. And there's a look at the field.
The horses are on the track.
And our rival is a year older than us, I think. Maybe.
And they're off.
All right, we're off. Is there going to be any rough here? Hopefully not. Boy, we're kind of falling back. All right. That's good. Slow down, horse. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Good God. Good God, slow down, horse. All right, we are not going to get the revolutions today. So I'm just going to go into the green. We're leading the field in the running in the blue. Pardon me, going to the green. We went to the blue. We're running in the blue, and we are leading the field by at least 2 or 3 lengths
They're
right
midway
now.
down the back stretch.
And more. But they're going to close that up here. Don't think that this is how it's going to end up. They're going to close this up. Starting right about now. So we're going to increase our speed slightly, so we're running in the green. Oh my God. Watch my green meter evaporate, just drives me nuts.
2 furlongs to go.
All right, the 2 is going.
Really
We are
flowing.
going to go to the whip and trigger strong heart. And I think it's going to be enough to hold them off. The 3 starting to come on. Not enough. And the 9 came up late. But none of them were fast enough.
We have a winner.
All right, Summer GP went well. And I think we're going to do the last couple of races to get the Speed Star. Still in the 90s, although speed ticking down a little bit. From, I think, a high of 95 to now just 93. And you can get horses faster than this. I'm just saying this is our first horse with all of that stuff in red. And that is pretty nice when you get a whole bunch of skills like that in red. And 5 special abilities, even though we've only triggered 4 of them. All right, let's get our bet in here. Another 6 furlong sprint. This one in Miami. All right, there is a look at the field.
The horses are on the track.
And
Yeah,
away
that-
they go.
Those arrows at the start there were doing some wacky shit. All right, we're already overheating. Well,
what are you doing?
fantastic. Holy cow. What is my horse doing? Good grief. I guess I shouldn't be worried about it. We still filled up the green meter. All right, to the whip at 1.8.
The adrenaline really
Strong heart
flowing.
gets triggered. It morphs and evolves into toughness. We're going to pull in front. We're not pulling away necessarily, but you're not really challenged.
We
All
have
right,
a winner.
we should have unlocked the Speed Star
It's the
horse title.
race.
All right, we got one more win and we'll get that. No money. All right. Let's take a look and see what that last race we need is. Good thing I forgot already. And I need that short dirt. All right. There it is. Japanese World Cup Sprint. 6 furlongs on the dirt in Osaka. And then there's the Mile Championship Cup after that. So we'll do these two. And that should give us 2 more horse titles for a total of 9. If I win. Knock on wood. And we're not the favorite. Pro Destroyer is. Well, I'm not saying I'm intimidated right now, but Pro Destroyer is a really cool name. He's like, I destroy people for a living. All right, let's get our bet on. Yep. Just hoping the short distance works out in our favor. All right, the JWC Sprint. 6 furlongs on the dirt track.
The horses are on the track.
Almost a perfect start.
And away they go.
Are we going to go for the rail? Yes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Are we going to have success going for the rail? No. Is our horse going to start to overheat? Yes. But we still have a full green meter and first part of the Red Revolution. Can we get to the rail clear? Yes, we can. We are not going to get the Revolution. It's got to go to the whip right now. Squeeze by this horse. Oh, contact 1, 2, 3 times.
Show your guts.
Trigger toughness.
The adrenaline's
Oh, it's
really
not going to be
flowing.
enough.
Don't give
Trigger
up now.
grit. Yep,
Finish.
ugly.
My goodness.
Am I going to re-race that? I don't know. Those collisions bother me a little bit. All right, we're going to retry. Just because there were a lot of D's and F's in there, so. We'll see what happens.
The horses are on the track.
All right. Pretty much the same
And
start
away
as
they
last
go.
time. We're just going to let everybody pass and then move to the rail. And I already know that the number 1 was going to give me the rail there as he did last time. So now we're just going to speed up and hopefully we can make up some of this ground and not get into a scenario where we're trying to cut around somebody and turn. Going to the whip. We do have to pull in a little bit there.
Furlongs to go.
Oh, but we're going right to the front with the 10 and the 5. Can I get stretch burst? I need stretch burst to win. Yes, stretch burst, but no, we are not going to win.
Finish. My goodness.
All right,
they've
that
lost
hurt.
their chance at that.
I was hoping we could pull that off, but we didn't. That's okay, though. There are other dirt races. We didn't run that one perfectly, according to the game. We've got to win the Speed Star, and then we'll worry about the dirt race next year. Maybe the February Stakes. All right, Mile Champ Cup. We need this for the Speed Star horse title. 8 furlongs back in San Fran. Cloudy, fast, and firm. And we're putting in our exacta at 24.5 to 1. Our speed is probably 93 right now, I would say, or 92 or 93. So, all right, there's a look at the field. Couple of longer shots in there, nothing in the triple digits. Got to get a good start, which I just did not do right there.
And away they
And we
go.
got to avoid overheating.
Oh, it's
Good
late.
grief. Please don't overheat. Please don't. It should be starting to slow down. Alright, good. Yep, we're right where we want to be in terms of our pack positioning. I think I can get a clear path to the finish right now. But the farther back we fall, the harder it's going to be. This track has rough. I don't want to play with that. Revolutions aren't going to happen.
They're in
Going to the
home
whip
stretch.
right as we come out of the straightaway.
Show your
I'm
guts.
going to need special abilities to win.
Don't give up now.
Grit triggers. And that's it. And that's all we need to win. All right, we have the Speed Star Horse title under our belts.
We have a winner.
I guess I might try one more time for the Super All-Rounder. I think. All right, we needed that one. I think we're going to win 9 Gs again at the end of the year. Special short distance grade 1 races are now unlocked. Special step has been added to the horse title categories. You can see there. There they are. These are all, for the most part, turf races, I think. Those are all turf races. King and Empress Cup. Queen of Europe. Paris Lion Oaks. Paris Oaks. King of North America, Louisville Derby. That's the Triple Crown as we know it. Louisville, Baltimore, New York, and the World Cup Classic. Obviously, the World Cup Classic is not part of the Triple Crown. Derby King, Washington, Lyon Derby, Dublin Derby. $2,000 G King, Paris, Dublin, and Britain 2,000 Gs. Queen of North America, Louisville Oaks, Griffin Stakes, Virgo Stakes, New York Oaks, World Cup Distaff. Wow, that's a lot of races. World Cup King. Got to win the turf, the classic, and the miles. So you got to be able to run on both surfaces. World Cup Emperor. 6 years of consecutive wins at the World Cup. And Gallop Racer. The Universal Cup and the Paris Cup. One of those is a dirt race, one is a turf race. So you got to be able to run on both surfaces. All right, here's some specialist titles that are unlocked. 5 wins and special. These are all special race related horse titles. So we just unlocked the special races. There's a look at our horse card right now, as predicted, speed 92. So we can race a little bit more, but I think I'm only going to race in one more race. I just need a short dirt race. I don't know where that's going to come from, but I need one. Are we going to do Winter GP? I guess we'll do Winter GP. To close out the year, which has been a really good year for this horse. Aside from the one short dirt race that I lost, I am really pleased with the racing career of Desert Stone. All right, we got our box exact in there. We're not the favorite. How dare you? How dare you put fake odds against my horse? All right, back to Miami. 12.5 furlongs. The long race. I think we're coming off the post on the rail there. Oh, almost on the
Horses
rail.
are on the track.
Almost a perfect start.
Go!
I feel pretty confident saying this is our last turf race. There's 7 minutes left in the video, about 6.5 minutes. So
Watch out!
make a little contact there. I might squeeze in one more dirt race to get that super all-rounder title, but I don't know. Alright, we are firmly in the pack here. We should be getting free, triggering any time now. Oh my god. Look at this. This is terrifying. Our horse is surrounded, except to the rough. I'm going to try to go to the outside. I haven't done that a lot. I think we kind of have to. Bunch of contact there. Horse slowed down. Now it's overheating. Thankfully, my green meter is still going to build back up a little bit. But now we're on the outside of all these horses. And so that lets you look forward to the right and see who's in front of you. All right, we're still overheating. Our green meter took a huge chunk right there. But we are moving up. And we're overtaking some of these other horses. And this is kind of the movement you want if you're in a horse that runs with this leg. You want to be moving into your favored position. These guys start lugging out and you can just lug out around them. And then you go to the whip, we trigger toughness. The 10 is still hanging on. We're just going to use the reins to get by him. And we're going to make this another victory here. Wonder if the 3 got up in time. I don't think so. Nope, it didn't.
We have a winner!
All right, closing out the year with a win. Bad on the stretch, but then the jockey eval says superstar. Okay, whatever. All right, we should have gotten another 9 or 10 G's at the end of the year awards. Horse of the year, best sprinter, or miler, best 4-year-old horse. Is that 9 G's? 10 G's. All right, that's great. Speed still at 92, but response is down. Staying is down. Still can't get that 5th special ability to trigger. But I'm really just trying to get this one last horse title. Look at that. Perfect. Some horse can race all those races and win them all in 1 year. God bless you. Iron Horse, 12 G1 wins in a year. That's 1 a month. Are we going to go look at the horse title I have outstanding? No. I guess I'm just looking at all these other horse titles that I can't get, wondering why I didn't get them. Are we going to retire? I really did just retire. Well, kind of a little bit shocking to me. We retired with eight horse titles, 21 races, 19 wins, 15 of those in Grade 1. We are in the Hall of Fame with this horse, joining Misthorn and War Drum. All right, let's go back to the theme park and take a look at Desert Stone in the breeding shack. Just so you can see that, unlike last episode where you saw it at the beginning of this one. And I already have the next horse career in the can, so to speak. So I think you'll enjoy it. We do some different kind of racing in that one. So I hope you join me for that. Don't forget to like or comment on any of these videos. It's been so long since this game was brand new that, you know, I'm a realist. I know there aren't going to be thousands of people watching this. All right, here in the Gallop Stallion, we're going to go take a quick peek with about 1.5 minutes left of this video at the breeding card for Desert Stone. 8,800 to breed. The breed abilities, you got toughness and likes pack, sustained growth, the open circle for toughness, the double circle for turf, 9 to 13. So not terrible, not great, just good enough, I guess. Basically, he's a lot like Polish Pete. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And you can always join me next week for more horse racing in Gallop Racer 2006. We will continue our career mode with another horse that we're going to breed and stuff like that and race. And I hope you join me for that. Anyway, here we're just going to see what these breeding combos would look like as this video is coming to a close. Yeah, too much inbreeding there. All right, everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I will see you next time.